Stop Overthinking 23 Techniques to Relieve Stress. Stop Negative Spirals, Declutter Your Mind, and Focus on the Present by Nick Trenton is a self-help guide aimed at helping individuals overcome the destructive habit of overthinking. Overthinking is a common issue many people face in their personal and professional lives, often leading to anxiety, stress, indecision, and paralysis. Trenton provides practical strategies to stop these negative thought patterns, gain mental clarity, and live a more focused, present, and fulfilling life. In the book, Trenton emphasizes that overthinking often stems from a combination of anxiety, fear of the unknown, and perfectionism. He explains how this mental habit can cause individuals to become stuck in negative thought loops, ruminating on past mistakes or future possibilities, rather than taking action in the present. The book offers insights into why people overthink and practical techniques to break free from these unhealthy cycles. Understanding overthinking. Trenton begins by breaking down what overthinking is and why it's so detrimental to mental health and productivity. Overthinking, as he defines it, is a pattern of repetitive, unproductive thoughts that often lead to feelings of stress and anxiety. It can manifest as dwelling on past events, worrying excessively about the future, or agonizing over trivial decisions. The problem with overthinking is that it rarely leads to any constructive solutions. Instead, it creates a cycle of stress and anxiety, preventing individuals from making decisions, taking action, or enjoying the present moment. The more people overthink, the more overwhelmed they feel, and the harder it becomes to escape this mental loop. Trenton emphasizes that while it's natural to have concerns and worries, the goal is to prevent these thoughts from spiraling out of control. The root causes of overthinking. According to Trenton, the root causes of overthinking include anxiety, perfectionism, a fear of failure, and a lack of confidence. People tend to overthink when they feel uncertain about the future or when they doubt their ability to make the right decisions. Perfectionism often leads to overthinking because individuals fear making mistakes or not living up to their own or others' expectations. Trenton also explores how societal pressures contribute to overthinking. In today's fast-paced world, there's a constant emphasis on productivity, success, and perfection. This creates a sense of urgency and pressure to always make the right choices, which in turn can lead to analysis paralysis, overanalyzing every decision to the point where no action is taken at all. The impact of overthinking. Trenton outlines the negative impact overthinking can have on different aspects of life. It can lead to 1. Increased stress and anxiety. Constantly dwelling on problems without finding solutions can make individuals feel overwhelmed and stressed. Overthinking also amplifies small issues, making them appear much larger than they are. 2. Indecisiveness. Overthinking often results in analysis paralysis, where the individual is unable to make decisions due to overanalyzing every possible outcome. 3. Wasted time and energy. Overthinking drains mental energy and time that could be spent on more productive tasks or activities. It prevents people from focusing on the present moment or enjoying life as it unfolds. 4. Strained relationships. Constantly overthinking interactions, conversations, and decisions can lead to miscommunications and misunderstandings, potentially damaging relationships. 5. Negative mental health outcomes. Prolonged periods of overthinking can contribute to mental health issues such as depression and chronic anxiety. Techniques to stop overthinking. One of the most valuable aspects of Stop Overthinking is its collection of 23 techniques that readers can use to break free from their overthinking patterns. These techniques are divided into different categories, including cognitive strategies, mindfulness practices, and behavioral changes. Below are some of the key strategies discussed in the book. 1. Challenge your thoughts. Trenton suggests challenging negative or anxious thoughts by asking questions like, is this thought based on facts or assumptions? Or what's the worst that could happen? By confronting your thoughts head-on, you can often deflate their power and see them for what they are, just thoughts, not reality. 2. Focus on what you can control. One of the major reasons people overthink is because they are trying to control situations that are outside of their power. Trenton advises focusing only on what you can control and letting go of the things you cannot. This helps reduce anxiety and overthinking because it narrows your focus to actionable steps rather than hypothetical outcomes. 3. Practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness is a central theme in the book, and Trenton encourages readers to practice mindfulness to stay grounded in the present. Mindfulness helps individuals detach from their thoughts, observing them without judgment, rather than getting caught up in them. Meditation is also recommended as a way to quiet the mind and reduce the mental clutter that fuels overthinking. 4. Set time limits for decision-making. A practical strategy to avoid analysis paralysis is to set strict time limits for decision-making. Trenton suggests giving yourself a deadline for making decisions, especially for smaller, less important ones. By doing so, you can avoid overanalyzing every detail and prevent yourself from getting stuck in indecision. 5. Break down big problems into smaller tasks. Overthinking often arises when people feel overwhelmed by large tasks or problems. Trenton advises breaking these problems down into smaller, more manageable steps. Focusing on one step at a time can reduce feelings of overwhelm and make it easier to take action without getting bogged down in endless thought cycles. 6. Use physical activity to break the cycle. Trenton highlights the importance of using physical activity to interrupt overthinking patterns. Exercise, whether it's going for a walk, doing yoga, or hitting the gym, helps release endorphins and can clear your mind. Physical movement can also shift your focus away from mental rumination to your body and surroundings. 7. Engage in productive distraction. While distractions can sometimes hinder productivity, Trenton suggests that productive distractions, activities that engage your mind in a positive way, can help stop overthinking. This could include activities like reading, cooking, or engaging in a hobby. The idea is to focus on something constructive that keeps your mind occupied and away from negative thought spirals. 8. Reframe negative thoughts. Trenton encourages readers to reframe their negative thoughts into more positive or neutral ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never be able to do this," you could reframe the thought to, "This is challenging, but I'll take it one step at a time." By changing the way you talk to yourself, you can shift your mindset and reduce the tendency to overthink. 9. Gratitude journaling. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool to combat overthinking. Trenton suggests keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This practice shifts your focus from worrying about what could go wrong to appreciating what's going right in your life. 10. Let go of perfectionism. Finally, Trenton emphasizes the importance of letting go of perfectionism. One of the main drivers of overthinking. Perfectionists often overthink because they fear making mistakes or not living up to their own or others' expectations. By accepting that perfection is unattainable, you can free yourself from the burden of needing everything to be flawless and make more confident decisions. Conclusion. Stop Overthinking by Nick Trenton is a valuable resource for anyone struggling with chronic stress or anxiety. The book offers a variety of practical techniques to break free from the mental loops that keep people stuck in their thoughts. Trenton emphasizes the importance of mindfulness, taking action, and focusing on what can be controlled to reduce stress and improve mental clarity. By applying these techniques, readers can learn to manage their thoughts more effectively, declutter their minds, and lead more present, fulfilling lives. Through practical exercises, cognitive strategies, and mindfulness practices, Stop Overthinking serves as a guide to help readers regain control of their mental well-being and avoid the pitfalls of constant rumination.